So this is Chris Delp coming at you live from Free Play Richardson, where we wanted to film a very special video. We play a lot of Street Fighter, classic Street Fighter games here at Free Play Arcade, Super Turbo being our biggest and most fundamental game. And they want me to teach Gabby here how to do every special move in the game. Can you do that, Gabby?
We'll see. Let's try it.
What's your experience with Street Fighter?
I have maybe sat down once to try it.
Do you know the buttons and the joysticks and stuff?
I vaguely. I think this is the kick.
Yes,
right?
correct. So the three on the bottom are kicks. The three on the top are punches.
Okay.
It goes light, medium, heavy.
Okay.
You can use those words. There's other words that are really confusing that Street Fighter 2 used, which is like something like jab, short, fierce. I might be wrong about that. Jab, strong, fierce, short, medium, roundhouse? See, even I'm confused about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Who cares about that? Kicks on the bottom, punches on the top. These are the quick, light ones, and these are the heavy, strong ones, and these are the useful ones in the middle.
Okay.
Move around with this.
Got it.
And the special moves all involve a combination of moving the joystick and hitting the buttons. So we're going to roll through all of them right now. We're going to start now. So there's two different types of characters. There are charge characters and there are execution characters.
Okay.
Once I teach you the charge characters, you're going to find out quickly that you already learned all of the charge characters. So we're going to start with that. We're going to start with the most fundamental, the most true and American of Street Fighter players, Guile.
Got it.
There we go. Oh, Guile at that.
Why did you do the voice?
I typed in a code so that you get the classic colors of Guile, because, I don't know, Guile should have green. Should have camo.
So I put...
All right, so we're going to work on the Sonic Boom. That's his, so you can do the buttons if you want to feel them. So he's a charge character, and the reason that they call him a charge character is because all of his moves involve charging one direction for about 2 seconds, pressing the opposite direction, and then hitting a button.
Okay.
So I want you to hold backwards for 2 seconds, and you're going to press forward in any punch button. Try that one. That's first try. I really wish I could have that kind of hit percentage. So yeah, back for 2 seconds. 1, 2. Perfect. My goodness. You are a flat natural. For those of you at home, you're probably not going to get it as quickly as Gabby has. That's amazing. She's got herself a future. There's a shortcut you can use. Let me show you the shortcut later. So the other one, his other charge move is the flash kick. His basic plan is he's going to throw those sonic booms across the screen. Whenever they jump, he's going to flash kick at them. So you press down for 2 seconds, and then up and a kick button. Almost. Perfect. She's already a natural. This is unbelievable. Really, this was supposed to be harder, Gabby. That's not quite it. There we go. All right, so almost. Press up a little bit before you press the button. I'll show you. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Is that it?
No. You'll jump in the air. So you want to press up a split second before you hit the kick button. Not quite long enough. Let's see. You're hitting that kick button a little bit early, so you want to go up and then kick. I'm gonna do it really loud so that you can hear it, like sort of pop in your head.
Okay. We spoke too soon about the getting it really.
Oh, you've already hit it. So we're just gonna hit it a few times. All right, so 1, 2, and I do it a split second before I hit the button. Hey, perfect. That's a flash kick. That's incredible. Yes, it's a flash kick. That's awesome. That's awesome. You're nailing it. Like, really, you're doing better than I would have anticipated. So, all right. So you've got 2 moves with Guile. That's literally all he has. 2 moves. The Sonic Boom, so that's charge back, forward, and punch. You've got the Flash Kick when they jump over. That's charge down, up, and kick. So if you hold down back like that, then you're actually charging both at the same time. So all I have to do is go from here to forward and a kick, a punch. I do that. I'm holding down back, press up and a kick. I get the Flash Kick. Here, you try. Hold down back, and now go to forward and punch, and you'll do a Sonic Boom. Bang. Same thing. Bang! Awesome. So this character has like, his entire game is designed around this. So he actually has moves, normal moves that will push him forward. That way he can keep holding backwards. So another trick you can do is hold backwards, press this button here. Oh, I used the wrong character. That'll work. We'll press this button here. That moves him forward, but he keeps his charge going backwards. So he can go like this.
So how do you do it?
So the move, the bazooka knee in this, in O-Guile's case here, he's not New Guile, which has a different command for it, but is backwards and medium kick here.
Okay, and that moves him forward.
Yeah, it moves him forward, but he's holding backwards because you just hit backwards and the kick. But the reason is you can change the space, so you can make it look like you're going forward, but then you're still charging backwards, and you do your Sonic Boom. So you already have your charge. So you just after he lands, you just press forward and a punch, and you throw out the Sonic Boom. See? So even though you're holding backwards, you can actually be moving forwards. Wow, you're a natural.
Okay.
So that's a charge character, and I'm going to show you how you've already learned how to play Chun-Li.
Woo! Ready. It's a lot of coordination.
It is, but you get used to it because all the characters are related. So try your Sonic Boom again if you can.
Yes.
Charge back for 2 seconds, forward and punch. Don't fireballs with her too. Now try your Flash Kick where you hold down for 2 seconds, up and a kick. Almost. I forget what those up kicks is what we always call it. I don't know what the official name is. But that's it. You did a special move. She has one more called the Spinning Bird Kick. She actually has 2 more. So Spinning Bird Kick, you're going to do like a Sonic Boom, charging back for 2 seconds, forward and a kick instead of a punch. Awesome. One more special move. It's really, really simple. You just press the kick buttons really fast.
Okay.
This is the kids ST mashing move that they always do. Super powerful. Go for it.
Just any
Yeah,
kick
just
button?
blast them.
Oh, I've seen that one.
Yeah, it's super easy to do. Works with Blanca as well. You just use punches and you'll get electric. I'll show you that one. Why not? You've already learned how to play Blanca also. Charge characters would be Honda, Blanca, Guile, Boxer, Dictator, Claw, DJ, Chun-Li. You've already learned all of them.
Okay.
I will even show you. All right. Try your mashing kicks, but do it with the punches.
Oh.
Cool. So that's the electricity. Now try your Sonic Boom. Hold back for 2 seconds, forward and a punch. That's his Blanca ball. And try hold the Flash Kick. Down for 2 seconds, up and a kick. That's cool, but use this kick so it looks all cool. Ah, there we go.
Wow.
Take that, Tommy. That's it.
Ah.
You have all the special moves. That's not true. There's one more. Press backwards and all 3 kicks at the same time, all at once.
Just hold backwards?
Yeah, that'll work. There you go. It's called a hop. It doesn't actually hurt anybody, but you can hop around. It's got weird uses. Blanca is a very weird trolley type character. Basically, normally you can't move backwards if you're blocking, but he can just hop backwards. Or he can hop forwards if he wants. Weird guy. That Blanca. Doesn't bathe. Interesting. All right, so you've gotten virtually everybody. Like, you have charge characters down. I'll show you a weird charge character.
Okay.
That's Dictator. He has moves that involve like combinations with charges. First is the Psycho Crusher. You can already do it, I'm sure. Just do the Sonic Boom motion. Back 2 seconds, forward punch. There you go. First try. Awesome. His other move is Scissor Kick. So charge back 2 seconds, forward and kick. There's a Scissor Kick. You're already doing like a pro. Now the weird stuff. Head Stomp. That's charge down, up, and kick as if you're doing the Sonic, the splash kick. That's the one, and you'll see it in a second. Not quite. Remember to press up a split second before. Maybe not quite quick, fast enough on the kick.
It's so difficult.
All right, watch me. I don't think you charged long enough that time. That band in the background may or may not be in living color.
May not be a living what?
In living color.
Oh.
A band from the 80s. Quicker on the button. Even quicker on the button. There it is. Stomp. Stomp him again. Got him. Alright, now I'm going to show you the really bizarre one. It's called Devil's Reverse. It looks exactly the same. Do you see what he did there? He stomped on his head?
Yeah.
Well, if you do the same thing with a punch, he fakes it.
Oh.
And then while he's in the air, you press the punch again, and he doubles back. So it looks like he's going to stomp. No, he's not going to stomp. And he does this other attack. Really confusing character. Hard to play against, hard to play initially. I would say he's the second hardest character in the game to play. Also, he's not a dictator, he's an umpire. Look at those pads. He did the you're out. He's clearly an umpire. All he doesn't have is a face mask.
All right.
He slides as well. Slide is considered a command normal. That's just hold down and hit roundhouse. It's crazy. Not technically a special move because you can't do it reversal.
So hold down.
Yeah. Safe. See? Umpire. Not dictator. Anyway, so let's try the Devil's Reverse. Like the flash kick, you're going to charge down, up, and punch. And then when you're in air, punch again. Not quite.
Nope.
You want to hit that button at almost exactly the same time that you... There it is. Perfect. Devil's Reversal. So it looks like you're stomping. Even quicker on the button. It's almost instantaneous, the up and the button. 1, 2. 1, 2.
That's so difficult.
1, 2. What's your, you're pressing up and then the button. You want to do it almost like at the exact same time. You might even think of it as the exact same time. That might help you out.
Okay.
Do this a couple trillion times and you can feel the frames of difference. Perfect, got it. 1, 2. 1, 2. Up and punch at the same time. 1, 2. Perfect, got it. 1, 2. Almost. 1, 2. 1, 2. Remember, up and punch at the same time. 1, 2. Got it.
Got it.
1, 2, got it. All right, let's try the stomp. Okay, we're gonna do the stomp. Then after you stomp on his head, you just press the punch button again. There's a command normal follow-up to that.
So the stomp. Wait, I'm sorry. Repeat that one more time.
Charge down. 1, 2, up and kick. He stomps on his head, and you press the punch button. 1, 2. Almost. 1, 2. And punch. Got it. Cool. You're doing all the moves. You've done all the moves. You've done Devil's Reversal. You've done moves that like non-dictator players don't even understand. You actually commit to the Devil's Reversal before you do it. So the dictator player already knows if he's faking before he even starts. All right, let's go to a execution character. I would say like Ryu is the fundamental, Guile is the fundamental charge character, Ryu is the fundamental execution character, but he is not American enough for me, so we're going with Ken. All right, so he's called an execution character because you do the joystick inputs and you press the button and it comes out no matter what. You don't have to charge it. You can do it as many times as you can do the motion, as fast as you can do the motion, assuming. So no charge, you can react. But usually the motions are a little bit more complex. That being said, they're the same for virtually every character. So once I teach you Ken, you'll already know Ryu, you'll already know Sagat. You probably know Sagat right now, he's super easy. But it'll all like blend in together. So the fireball, the Hadouken, is just start it down and do a quarter circle towards forward and then press a punch button. So it's like you're circling, and when you get forward, you press punch.
So I go down and then quarter circle and then press?
You just, like you're doing a circle, a circle toward your opponent, right?
Okay.
And you want to go down to forward and then punch. And I'll be able to tell you exactly how you're doing it wrong by the move you get. And you just did it right. Like that's perfect. If you jump, then you went all the way to up forward, that means you went too far. You can stop at forward.
What do you mean at forward?
So when you jump, that's because you went up forward. See? The diagonal.
Oh, I see.
So if you jump, you've gone too far. You just want to stop right when you're hitting forward. Perfect. 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 You're just nailing them over and over again. Again, for those of you at home, it might not be that easy for you. I think, go ahead and keep at it. So I think that Street Fighter, at least at the beginning, needs to be an execution game. The concept is not like, you don't win by beating Tommy over there because he's played before. You win by executing the moves. Like, if throwing a fireball is fun, this game is going to be fun, and you should work to like be able to do that consistently. All right, so instead of going a quarter circle forward and a punch, let's do the exact opposite. We're going to go quarter circle backward and a kick. So down to backwards and a kick.
Like that?
Not quite.
So I go like this and then like that?
Yeah, it's exactly the opposite motion. So you're doing a circle the opposite way. And then when you get to backwards, you hit kick. So more, the moment you touch backwards, that's when you hit the kick button. There you go. There you go. I wish it was this easier for me all the time to teach people how to play this game. Awesome. Oh, great. That's the hurricane kick.
Okay.
It flies over low attacks. You can also do it in the air, which is kind of interesting. It jumps.
So how do you do it when you're jumping?
Just same thing. When you're in the air, do a quarter circle backward and kick. I don't expect you to figure that one out right away.
Okay.
That's because you only have a split second while you're falling down to do it.
Right.
There's actually, with Ken, there's 7 different types of air tatsus. That's called the, I forget the full Japanese name for it, but we abbreviate it to tatsu. Hurricane kick was the old American name for it. But there's 7 different ones in the air. He ends up flying like this. He ends up flying juice kick style, flying off into space. There's a ton of different variants where he's still like got his art going. And if you're playing against Matsune from Japan, he can do them all on command, and it's really ridiculous because he feels like he's teleporting and he's impossible to beat. Fortunately, you don't have to play him until April. April? Yeah, April. So last move with these guys is the Shoryuken, or the, what do they call it? Xinglong Dragon Uppercut, I think was the old American name for it.
Okay.
So that one's forward, down to down forward, and press the punch button.
So
back in the day, they gave us the wrong information. Back in the day, they said press forward and do quarter circle forward and press punch. That's not quite right. If you do that, you'll get the Hadouken because you did quarter circle forward and punch. But it's almost that. Forward, then down to down forward. And at the point that you hit down forward, hit punch. Close. So, all right. No, you did good. So can you feel the down forward there? That's the cool thing about a square gate is you can feel precisely when it is at down forward. So when you go down to down forward, you can feel the gate, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, do it. So that motion is going to be key here. When you hit down forward, that's when you're going to hit the punch button. So you're going to press down, or press forward, and then you're going to press down, roll it to down forward. And the moment it hits that gate, that's when you hit the punch button. And if you do a crouching, a natural.
Okay.
This is really ridiculous. You gotta faux struggle with this a little so I can show you. So if you hit, if you're trying this and you're failing, you can tell by what normal he's doing as to how you're failing. If you do a crouching punch, you didn't go all the way to down forward.
Which is what I was doing at the beginning.
If I just press forward and down and punch, then I get that. So crouching punch, you didn't go all the way down forward.
Okay.
If you get the Hadouken, that means you did forward and quarter circle forward, so you went too far. You don't need to go all the way forward. You want to stop right at that corner. And then you get the hurricane, or the Shoryuken, the uppercut. Doing it, it's awesome. Here, do a few more. Crouching punch means
so difficult.
I would say it's one of the most difficult moves in the game. That being said, you've already done it 10 times, so you're doing great. Making me look like a genius, which is not the case. I'm very impressed, by the way. Dang, like a pro.
Oh, wait.
Remember, if you press up forward, you jump, so you shouldn't go up at all. That is fantastic. Crouching punch means you didn't actually go all the way forward. Hadouken means you went too far forward. When I hit right at that corner, that's when you've done it. Might be need to do it a little quicker. You're getting the Hadouken, so you went too far forward, but you're elaborating the motion because you weren't doing it quick enough initially. So forward, down to down, forward, and punch.
So forward, down, forward, down.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Z motion. They can describe it as a Z. So you're doing this, so there's the Z.
And then right when I hit that last one.
Yeah. Yeah, perfect. And when they're on the opposite side, you do it the opposite way. So forward this way, so down forward. Now he's gonna flip over on you.
So, no, that's confusing.
Yeah, it confuses when they jump over you because your control's reversed because you're going toward your opponent, and what toward is changes.
Okay, so. I had it. Why?
You're doing the crouching punch. Ooh. Crouching punch means you didn't go far enough forward before you hit the button. Or you might be doing it too slow. Just do your Z motion. When you hit that diagonal, that's when you hit the button. Hadouken means you went all the way forward. And we'll just try and stop at the corner.
Right.
So once you press down, you never let go of pressing down. You just forward.
Okay.
So what I recommend for people trying to learn these characters, execution characters in particular, is just do like we're doing with Tommy here. Press start on both sides when we're not busy. And then when the characters are just sitting there, you can practice the move over and over and over again. The other thing is you don't have to be like, you're not this way anyway, but a common mistake people make is they get really forceful with it. They want to hit hard, I guess. It's a piano, not a blunt instrument. You're playing a musical instrument here, and it's precise inputs. So you really don't have to do it that hard ever.
Okay.
be quicker and think about a Z motion. When you're standing, just think about your Z. So what's happening is you're doing the quarter circle, and then you continue up like this, and that's what causes the Hadouken to happen. You wanna end it right at the gate. If I can do it. There we go. How am I doing it?
Okay.
So, there you go.
Okay.
And it's like the nuance of doing the fireball and then doing the Shoryuken. It's the entire character. Especially Oken, the character you're playing here. That's the most ridiculous move in the game. It's invincible, it's safe. The hitbox is like here. Like if you take a map and see where he actually hits, it's roughly like here.
Okay.
So half the screen, ridiculous. Great job. All right. While execution characters are the hardest, they are the quickest.
Okay.
But also, you've learned them all already. Let's try a really brain dead character, Osagat. Or I'll fail them the code. Osagat it is. Oh, actually, we're not doing green base Sagat here. Can't be doing that. There we go. Oh, boat guy stage 2. Okay, so fireballs should work with him.
Which one's fireball?
That's the quarter circle forward and a punch. That's cool, but that was slow, so let's use this one, because that one's like a laser beam. Oh, there we go. Now try the low one. Sorry, try the roundhouse kick button and do the fireball. There it is. Ooh, you did the tiger knee. I haven't even showed you that yet. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. You are now tied for the most talented and skilled Osagat player in the world. It's really the only button you need. Alright, so he also has an uppercut, a tiger uppercut. It's exactly the same as the Shoryuken. The move that, granted, it's difficult, but try it.
Which one is that again?
Forward, down, forward. That's the Z motion and a punch. The tiger shot means you went too far forward. You just want to go to the down forward. So Z, right to that down forward.
Is it?
Yeah, feel like you're punching that forward. You just tap the forward and then do a complete the Z motion. There we go.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it should be like this and then like that, right?
Yeah, but you actually like try and find that corner and hold it there, like hit there. You don't want to like bleed upward into that because that's what gets you the fireball. They're very similar moves on purpose. You're hitting the button too quick. Okay, let's try just the motion. Just work on your Z. I just want to see the Z. Yeah, that's it. And then just do the Z faster. Yeah, like that. That's really good. Yeah. And then try and take the force out of it when you do it. Just tapping the button, because you can kind of feel the switches inside there. And you end it on the diagonal. And then what I want you to do with the power is the diagonal. So you end it right on the diagonal where you can feel those two plates coming together. Because underneath it's a square gate. It's like this. And there's a plate that you're kind of hitting right there.
This one's the most difficult so far.
It is. And you've already hit it probably 15 times now. And the problem that makes it extra difficult is the quarter circle forward, so one extra input gets you the tiger shot. So you're doing it right, you're just doing a little bit extra, and it's causing the wrong move to come out. Not all the way to down forward before you hit the, you are not hitting down forward before you hit punch. That's why you get a crouch punch.
So I'm not hitting all the way down.
You're not getting to the
right
gate.
Here?
Yeah, because you want to go all the way to the gate, then hit the button. You want to complete the motion with the joystick, then hit the button.
Then hit the button. Oh wait. Oh no. Okay.
All right. Almost. That one looked good.
Okay.
So I do this probably 3 times a week, maybe more. Kids tournaments every time, if the kids have the patience. And normally I teach anybody 1 or 2 special moves. I say what character appeals to you, and then whatever they choose, I teach them the special moves. You're learning literally the entire game all at once, so don't worry about being overwhelmed. Anybody would.
I wish I could just have you be like, oh, it's the forward, like back, just
forward.
Just continually
always sitting over here.
Always sitting over here.
I mean,
like reminding.
I can do it the first few times. I'm usually here, and I'm always patient about this stuff, so it doesn't bother me. That's such an interesting mechanic. You did a negative edge fireball there. Yeah, you're going all the way forward. That's why you get the fireball. I would say your Z, right? You want to do a Z, but when you do the fireball, your Z is like connecting. So you're doing like that. So you want to do it like this. We're gonna get 1 tiger uppercut out of you. I know you can do it because I saw you doing the Shoryuken, which is literally the exact same command. Okay, a little quicker between the joystick and the button press. Even quicker on the button press in relation to the joystick movement. Very close. Even closer. Wow, it's so close. You're negative edging that over and over again. It's interesting. That was wild. Try this in your head. When you hit, can you feel it when it hits down forward?
Yeah.
In your head, you want to hit punch at the exact same time it hits down forward, so it's a timing game.
Okay.
What it is. You're hitting the button before you hit the down forward. You can tell because of this. So you want to make sure that you hit the down and the forward, that gate that you can feel before you hit the, or at the exact same time you hit the punch button. And I can tell you're doing it a nanosecond before only because of the normal. It looks really close.
Ah!
Got it. And then the tiger shot is just, you elaborated the motion and you went upwards, which is understandable considering you're trying to roll it and figure out where to stop.
Okay, so I did it once.
You did. Let's try the tiger knee, one that you accidentally did without thinking about it. So this is a really weird one. It's like the tiger shot, this one, where you press quarter circle forward. Except you want to press it all the way to up forward, the up forward gate. And then the moment before you think you're going to jump, that's when you press the kick button. If you can do this, then you're better than me at 10 because I could never figure this out. I didn't have me over my own shoulder though. So start with down, right? And you're gonna circle it all the way to up forward and press a kick right before you jump. So there you go. You got the tiger shots, you got the knee. Again, I couldn't do this as a kid. I never could figure this one out. For me as a kid, I always press up forward and kick at the same time. So I was doing it at precisely the same time when you need to do it a split second before and then hit the button. In the pre-jump frames, you hit the kick button. But that's neither here nor there. Let's hit another character. You have now learned execution characters all around the place. So let's try Fei Long. Fei Long doesn't have a fireball, but he has the motions because he's an execution character. So do fireballs and then do them quick. Fire.
Fireball is down and then...
The quarter circle forward and a punch. Nice. So you get that first punch, but you can actually do it 3 times. Let me show you what it looks like.
So just 3 consecutive times?
Yeah, just 1, 2, 3. Just do the fireball. Yep. Almost. Got 2 of them. Almost.
It's really difficult.
This is probably, I would guess, the 3rd most difficult character to play. Because of linking these together. You can delay them as well. All kinds of wonky things happening here. Hey, you got it! Which is exactly the same as doing 3 fireballs at once. Look at it. Getting better already. Do you remember the tiger knee?
The tiger knee is down and then...
To up forward and hit a kick? Yeah, try that. It's weird because you're
right
clearly
hitting...
Yes, you're clearly hitting a kick as a throw on accident. I just want to know where your kick is going. You hit the button, clearly. Try with the medium kick and another kick. All right, try hitting the kick a split second later.
What is it supposed to look like?
Well, that's a surprise.
Oh, okay.
You're so close that you're throwing. You're probably doing it correctly, but you're getting an option select, which means if the computer thinks that you're close enough to throw, it'll throw. If the computer doesn't, then you'll get the move that you want. So try it from way over here. Try holding up forward. That's what we're looking for, by the way. Up forward for just a split second. Hold on to it.
So which one is it?
If you remember, it was the tiger knee motion too, where you ended up jumping.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's the one where I press the kick button right before I jump.
Correct. Got it. That's called the chicken wing. Good job. If you stand on the opposite side, so he also has the dragon punch. It's a kick with him. He has a big flaming kick. They're telling us we should wrap up, and I have a whole other character to show you.
Okay.
But basically, Ryu, Ken, Fei Long, Dalsum, they all use the same motions over and over again, whether it's the quarter circle forward, sometimes it's a half circle forward where you start all the way from back and do that. That's Dalsum.
Okay.
Or it's
that's
the Z motion.
The stretchy limbs.
Correct, yeah, that's my favorite character. He would be the hardest character to pick up. Cammy is in there with the hardest as well. She's quite difficult. Another execution character. I wanted to show you... Let's go with the muscles. Wearing the Von Erich colors, because we're in Dallas. So, these moves are interesting. Press all 3 punches together at the same time. He does a spinning lariat. And that move, if someone throws a fireball at you, it'll just go right through you, as long as you're spinning. You can also do it very quicker by pressing all 3 kicks together. only spins once. In this game, they gave him the green hand, which is, so you want to start down and then go back and punch. I believe that's what it is.
Oh, I see.
Might be half circle back. Maybe try it out.
So
I'm not a
so
Zangief
down
player.
and then back.
Yeah, like the fireball, but you're going backwards. The hurricane kick did this.
Which, so and then punch, correct? And
Yes,
then?
correct. All the way to backwards before you hit it.
All the way in this direction.
Yeah, you weren't going far enough to forward. If you jump, you went too far forward. There it is, green hand. Good job. All right, this next one's fun. So it's a full 360 and then hit the punch button. If you're like me, when you were a little kid, you want to know how in the world you do a full 360 without jumping while standing on the ground. I don't have a good answer to that other than you got to do it super quick.
Okay.
Pick a fireball character. But rather than like try and teach you how to do this lightning fast so that you're standing on the ground, there's a shortcut, which is you jump in the air, and while you jump, you want to spin the wheel, and then just press the button.
So, which button? Punch button?
Any of the punch buttons.
So you jump, and then you go just 1 360.
While you're in the air, just keep spinning that bad boy, either direction, and then when you land on the ground, press the button. Just keep on spinning.
Ah.
Turn that butter. Keep turning. Zangief players are all weird because of this, but you keep turning that butter. Yeah, you don't need to stop. Just keep on going. When you hit the ground, button. Get you some nice momentum going with your turning, right? And look at Zangief, and when he hits the ground, that's when you want to hit the button. You don't really have to think about the movement because you're just spinning that bad boy. Oh, that's it. You definitely got it. You have to be close to connect with this move. It's a command grab. Oh, there's the green hand. Nice. Oh, boom. Take that. Okay, hold on. Let's fix your super. All right, now you have super. His super is 720, so it's 2 turns of the butter. So I want you to keep spinning, and then when you land, hit the button. Same thing. Spin, spin, spin. Button. And keep spinning, and don't even stop spinning, and just button when you land on the ground.
Just right now?
Yeah. You want it when you hit the ground, though. Just too much control to be a Zangief player with this one. Button.
Ah.
So the concept is we're going to spin it twice, 1, 2, and then hit the button. But you're spinning way more than twice, but twice at least. So you get to go ham on this bad boy.
Okay.
You build super by doing super moves or doing special moves like the kicks and stuff. I'm going to help you build it up so you got extra time to do it. Players who use this input are usually the big grappling characters. Most command grabs have that notation of 360 and button. There we go. Okay, so turn the butter and boom, boom, we're done. We're done. That's all we need. I will say the green hand, which is half circle back, is a part of the game design because you can continue the motion because you're already spinning the joystick, right? So when you do the green hand, and the cool thing is his green hand will eat fireballs. Hey, throw fireballs at me. Keep going. If you time it right, you'll just eat it.
Wow.
Now again, I'm not a Geef player. There we go. They end up getting patient, taking their time. But you get the idea.
It's really
That works
fun.
for T-Hawk, Zangief,
Yeah.
everybody. Well, maybe I can get him. Cool beans. Thanks for joining. Let's see. So now you know how to play Super Turbo. You know every special move in the game. I don't think we did Yoga Flame. That's half circle forward. That is half circles. You've done all the motions that I can think of. Every special move, every character, you at least know two of the moves. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We have a bell icon up there. I'm sure you'll edit this together at some point. So hit the bell icon to subscribe. We have more videos about Super Turbo and other non-Super Turbo games. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.